Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, Big Baby JTV. Let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. Batman, the Batman. Is this the best Batman movie ever recorded, ever made? I'm just going to start it off by saying no, it isn't. Let's just start off with saying that. But god damn, is it close. It is damn close. Very, very close. Why do I say that? It's an amazing movie. It's an amazing movie. I'm going to tell y'all right now. Out of 10, it is definitely a 9.5. Out of 5 stars, it is a 4.8. Borderline 4.9. I ain't gonna give it a 5 because, in my opinion, one of the greatest movies, even though it's underneath the superhero movie metric, one of the greatest movies ever made is The Joker. Joaquin Phoenix's Joker is one of the best movies ever made. I'm gonna say that, and I'm gonna stand on it. Okay, but what Matt Reeves was able to do with this Batman movie, oh my god. Go ahead and watch it. Let me tell you why it is probably up there, because I would say Joker is number 1, and then number 2 I would put the Batman, which I just watched, and then number 3 I'd put Black Panther. It is that tells you how good it is. It is battling Black Panther for the top 2 spot of the greatest superhero movies ever for me. Why do I say that? Because it's not necessarily a Superman movie, a superhero movie. It's a movie that's a murder mystery, neo-noir murder mystery, that's literally a piece of 80s cinema. You know what I'm saying? And if you really want to go all the way back, what Matt Reeves did, is that this movie reminds you of the Adam West Batman. So Adam West Batman, I know what y'all thinking, the comical, goofy, you know what I'm saying, kick pow type thing. No, yes, but not really, because in those series, when Batman was doing investigations, he was a detective first and a superhero second, okay? A detective first and a superhero second. And what they did in this movie, they didn't make Batman really a superhero. There are actually a lot of scenes where you just saw him flop and be like a regular guy. Where you're like, what? Like, how is this guy? He's a regular guy with issues. A lot of issues, right? Meaning there's a lot of themes of abandonment, as we always see in Batman movies. A lot of themes of, fatherhood, male relationships, father and son. You see issues of depression, issues of mental health, issues. There's literally a scene of suicide, but I'm not capping. This is not spoilers, but you know what I'm saying. There's a lot of scenes where you're like, what? And you know what? I don't know if they addressed this directly, but the way Robert Pattinson played Batman, it seemed like he was maybe on the spectrum, like borderline autism. You know what I mean? It dealt with a lot of themes of literally incest. I'm not even going to get into it. There's allusions to the R word, RAPE, if you know what I'm saying. I'm not going to say it over YouTube airways because you know what I'm saying. But all these things put together made this movie very good. It is a great murder mystery movie. Okay, it is a great piece of cinema. Okay, let's start off by saying this. With the whole superhero genre, you know what I'm saying, DC and Marvel, we've reached a point where, especially with Marvel, where these superhero movies are just a recycling of the same type of narratives, the same type of characters, with slightly different variations in them, where you already know what's gonna happen. That's why Infinity Wars was so good. That's why Endgame was so good, because it went away from the expected. It went away from what we always see. It said, hey, we're gonna do something different. Okay? But even No Way Home with Spider-Man, that was a great movie, but the Batman shits on it. Okay, I don't even like to cuss like that, but it literally shits on it to the point where, like, wow, like, at the end of the movie, folks were clapping. I was clapping. Okay, what it is about this movie is that it's not only a great piece of cinema in terms of the cinematography, like the angles, the filming of it. It felt like a throwback to movies that we used to watch back in the day, And what it is that this movie deserves as multiple awards, Oscar awards, not only for the cinematography, the makeup and costume design. You had Colin Farrell looking like the damn penguin. It's like, damn. You know what I mean? The filming of certain scenes. I'm telling you, the rain car chase scene, you saw a little bit of it in the trailer, but in the movie, it's even more glorious, okay? I'm talking about the acting, too. John Turturro as Falcone. Really great acting. Jeffrey Wright, you know what I'm saying, as Commissioner Gordon. Amazing acting. And The Riddler by Peter Sarsgaard. Great acting as well. Ironically, bruh, Robert Pattinson is probably like the 5th or maybe 6th best actor in this movie. Like, he's not even that, you know what I'm saying? The other surrounding characters are so good, You had Zoe Kravitz, playing Selena Kyle, right? Catwoman. And she killed it, right? Now, I'm not going to just deride the whole thing. There are some issues. Sometimes, especially around the end of the third act, it felt a little dragged on. Meaning like, bruh, let's like wrap this up, because the beauty of 80s and 70s movies is that they were about an hour and 15 minutes long. But because of Hollywood and how things are right now, it dragged on a little too long. They could have trimmed the fat, you know what I mean? At times, I felt like Penguin was forced because what they're looking at, DC, Matt Reeves and them, they're looking to make this a trilogy, which I don't, get your money. But it felt like they were setting up the Penguin too much to the point where it's like, okay, we get it. He's going to be in the sequel. He's going to be a major figure. Just get on with it. You don't need to have him in this many scenes, And at times, the romance between Cat and Bat, Zoe Kravitz and Robert Pattinson, it felt so forced, giving me like Twilight vibes. Like, stop doing that. You know what I mean? We don't like Twilight on this side. It's lame. It's corny. But it felt super forced. Like, what? And I kind of get it on a marketing standpoint because you want to market this also to women, which makes sense, right? But the ladies who are going to watch the Batman are just ladies who enjoy comic books, who enjoy this character, who enjoy these type of movies. You don't have to push the romantic sexual narrative. And it really almost took away from some of the very serious, deep scenes that, especially Selena Kyle had. And it's, it got really deep. I like the way they developed her character. You know what I mean? Another thing I didn't like is they almost had a little social justice warrior type narrative in the movie. And I'm like, come on, man. You're hitting it out the park. Why do you have to force certain narratives, right? If you're already a good movie, just stand on it. You don't have to force none. But, you know what I'm saying? These are, more so particulars, little things on my personal take. But this is a definitely 4.9, 4.8 stars. 9.5 out of 10. This is a fantastic movie. Go watch it. I'm gonna have a spoiler review on my Patreon. Y'all tap into that. Big Baby JTV. Enjoy this movie. Like, comment, sub, and I'm out. Join the Patreon for the spoiler talks. Deuces.